hot wax is poured into the molds, one a sturdy, plastic mother mold and the second, inside that, a silicone mold that is sensitive enough to pick up the contours of the figure's nose, the parallel lines on his helmet and the pebbly base. The mold is hardened to make a cast.Flaws and the cast, for instance, seam lines where the molds came together, are removed with a heated metal implement. The wax cast is then dipped in what is known as investment, a kind of liquid ceramic, which hardens and, crucially, is heat resistant. This is then heated, melting the wax, which escapes out a hole in the bottom of one of the player's feet. The hole is not visible once the trophy is mounted on its base. The empty cast made of heat-resistant investment is next sent to a foundry, where molten bronze, hotter than 2000 degrees Fahrenheit, is poured inside it. Enough bronze to assume the shape of the mold is used, but not so much as to fill it entirely. If the largely hollow Heisman were actually a dense hunk of bronze, it would weigh more than 200 pounds. The finished model handed to winners is about 35 pounds, roughly double that with its base. The object is then returned to MTM Recognition, where the now-brittle investment is hammered off the ashy bronze. The bronze is treated with acid and fire to give it the familiar patina that makes it look as if it is a few decades or centuries old. In the 1960s, the arm was pointing one way. I and the 70s, another way. We said, let's lock that in. As a result, every right arm of every Heisman Trophy now extends at the same angle. Beyond that alteration, the trophy's MTM Recognition makes are faithful reproductions of the one first designed for and awarded by the Downtown Athletic Club in 1935. In fact, the mother mold, made of polyurethane, was made directly from an old Heisman that the Heisman Trophy Trust, which administers the trophy, sent to the company after Jostens got the account. After the ceremony, according to a Heisman Trophy Trust spokesman, the trophy and the winner are hustled across the street, where the official nameplate is attached with 4 screws in time for the players' news conference. Teams receive their own Heismans. When their players win, the trophies are sent home with the player in a container made by cabbage cases. The company, based in Columbus, Ohio, fashioned its first Heisman receptacle when the Columbus native Archie Griffin, a former Ohio State running back and the only 2-time Heisman winner, drove up one day more than 25 years ago and asked if the company could make him one, according to Mike Hanna, the sales manager. The Heisman Trophy Trust owns these containers and politely asks that players in colleges return them. They may order their own from cabbage cases, which Hanna said will gladly paint the new one in the team colors. According to Jay Manning, a metal fabricator at MTM Recognition who handles repairs, the right index finger is the most commonly damaged appendage. He may have touched more Heisman trophies than anyone else. Sometimes I get frustrated, he said, that people don't get as big a kick out of it as I do.